With the PTS live right now for the title update 6, they announced there's gonna be new talents coming for the game, right? There is talent for the weapons and some new talents for the gear. Today we're gonna be taking a look at 4 of kind of like a DPS talent that's coming for the title update 6. Right now I'm on the PTS and we're gonna take a look at them right now together, right? I have my hands on 4 of these talents and I believe this is gonna be most likely the go-to talents for any DPS build, especially because they're gonna work very well together. So we have 4 talents. The backpack talent is called Spark, the mask talent is called Concussion, the chest piece talent is called Vigilance, and we have the knee pad talent that's called Composure. I want to talk about all of them and explain to you guys how they work, but we're gonna start off with the first talent on the chest piece. So the talent on chest piece is called the Vigilance, and what it says is gain plus 25% weapon damage, and then taking damage disables this buff for 5 seconds. And it says unique talent. This talent does not stack and it requires 7 or more reds to activate it. For what I understand right now, the way this talent works basically straight up you get 25% weapon damage at all time before you start taking damage. So this is that talent that is for that guy. If you are playing PvP, it's for that guy that will go on the DARKZONE or no conflict and know he's gonna shoot first. This is not talent for you guys out there, the rogue police that's waiting for everybody to shoot or everybody to go rogue and then you go and start shooting. You gain 25% weapon damage at all time, and I'm gonna show you guys right now. So you can see right now I have it activated. It's right there under my ammo. Is that talent right there, and is ready to do that damage, right? So let's do this and try see how much damage we get. With the talent activated, I'm shooting, and we're gonna pay attention to this damage right here. We're doing 29 on the body shots. It's 29 damage, right? If I take any damage, so I'm gonna throw a grenade on me. You see it goes away for 5 seconds and our damage dropped down to 25, and then when it activates again my damage goes up to 29. So that's how that talent works, and like I said, it's whenever you start taking damage that talent's gonna go away. So it's a talent that gives you that amount of damage just for the start of the fight, and that's it. So the second talent I want to talk about, let's talk about the one on the backpack, and this one is pretty simple too. It's called Spark. Damaging enemies with skills or explosives grants plus 20% weapon damage for 15 seconds. Unique talent. This talent does not stack and requires 9 or more reds. Pretty simple. We have the secret mine right now. We're gonna throw them right there. Actually, let me show you guys. So I'm doing 29 like I said before, right? 29, and then if I throw my skills out there, you wait for it to do damage. When they do damage, the talent will activate for 50 seconds. I'm doing now 33 on the body shots. So from these 2 talents by itself I gain damage from 25,000 to 33,000 on the body shots. Let's move on, right? So the third title I want to talk about is gonna be on the mask. This one is called the Concussion. So this one got me tricked for a second, right? For the first minute it got me tricked. It says headshot grants 20% headshot damage for 5 seconds with marksman rifles. It's a unique talent. This talent does not stack and requires 7 or more. Alright, so right here I got confused for the first minute, right? It says 20% headshot damage for 5 seconds, and then I thought maybe it's in between 2 to 5 seconds for marksman rifle. It only works for marksman rifles, but no, it works for any gun, but it's 5 seconds for marksman rifles and 2 seconds for any other gun. So we're gonna test that right now, and that's why I was not shooting in the head before, so I can show you guys how much damage and how it activates. So we're gonna shoot this and we're gonna get 508 damage, and then second shot 551 damage. Because the way it works, you have the first bullet, when you shoot it, it will activate it, but it's not going to give you that damage right away. And then the second bullet, after you shoot it, it will do that damage, which is going to be that second bullet. First bullet, second bullet, third bullet. And if you notice, one thing, if you notice, it keep refreshing. So moving on, for assault rifle, right, and any other gun is supposed to stay for less time, and if I shoot, you see it goes away a lot faster. So right now, first bullet is doing 46, second bullet is doing 52 damage. So from 46 to 52 damage, that's a good amount of damage. And one thing I like about this talent, right, is because it will reward you for being a better player with a better aim, in PvP at least. I don't think it's like a overpowered talent, but it's a good talent for whoever has the better aim. So now if you're fighting someone and you have a better aim, you go for headshot, you should be able to win that fight because they're shooting you on the body shot, right? So I think that's a good change. I always thought headshot should be always rewarding the better player all the time. So that's how that talent works. And like I said, it will refresh all the time. So pay attention to the talent activating and how it works, right? As you see, it will keep activating as long as you're hitting your headshots. Once you stop hitting the headshots, it will go away. So if you're hitting the body shots, go headshot in the body shots again, it will go away, right? Anyways, moving on for the fourth talent that I want to talk about. This one is pretty simple. Also, it's easy to activate it, but at the same time, it requires a lot more. So that's why I like the way this meta is changing, because before we had a meta where you had a tank, DPS, skill power built in one, which is was the what, 3-11-7, I think that was the build. Anyways, now if you want to go for DPS, you really have to go and spec on reds, which is the DPS, you know, or the damage type of attributes. If you want to go for some tanky type of build, you really have to spec into the blues, which is the defensive, right? So that's why I like it. So this talent, it's called Composure. While in cover, grants 10% total weapon damage. This talent does not stack, requires 11 or more. And the way it works, pretty simple. You go on cover and it will activate. And yeah, it requires you to be in cover. So I think it's gonna be a good talent for PvE, this one. I don't see people being cover all the time on PvP, but nonetheless, you can always keep it on there, because you know there's not much of a choice on the knee pads. There is a couple talents that you could choose in here, but it's nothing like crazy. So yeah, so it's gonna give you that 10% damage once you uncover. So we're gonna try this outside of the cover, 30 or 29, and then we go on cover, 32. Now, one thing also to keep in mind, all of these talents, if you notice, I have them all activated. So technically I can get 75% weapon damage when all of these talents activate, because it's gonna be 25 from the Vigilance, 20 from Concussion, 20 from Spark, and 10% from Composure. With all that adding up, I'm gonna have 20, 40, 65, 75. So 75 weapon damage right there, but I do have 11 reds, so that's a DPS type of build. I'm kind of squishy also, if you see on my build. So yeah, I mean, I like the way this is going. I like the way that to get the most damage, you have to spec in most of your build towards reds, which is the damage type of attributes, right? Instead of having 11 blues, which is defensive or tank build, and then still do a lot of damage. I like the way things are changing right now, especially with the nerf to the spudder, and also the nerf to I don't have it right now on the ropes. Let me know what you guys think of these changes. Do you think it's a good change? Are you going for a DPS, either PvP or PvE, Are you going for DPS, or are you interested in any other type of build? I will be making builds once the patch drops, because right now we are in PTS. This is nothing concrete, so it means things could change. Like they could change this talent by tomorrow, who knows. This is all test, it's nothing concrete, so we just have to wait and give our feedback, what we think. I don't think this is overpowered, but definitely it's gonna be strong, and definitely we're gonna have a place for DPS build or tank build or skill build. So far that's what it seems to me, and so far I'm liking it. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of all of these, and let me know what you guys want to see from the PTS. I'm still on the PTS. I can try things for you guys, and you guys are on console, cannot check this out, right? So I'll do that for you guys. I appreciate all the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.